25 years ago, the 11th Panchen Lama disappeared, and his forced disappearance was one of the most terrible human rights crime here now in the world, and it's already one of open problem of human rights situation in China and in Tibet. We do believe that people of Tibet and Tibetan community had the right to choose their religion leader and had the right to choose the freedom of religion. So we ask China and we ask to all the world to take care about the religion situation and the freedom situation in Tibet, in Tibetan community, and to take care about the 11th Panchen Lama.
Proprio in questi giorni abbiamo celebrato i 31 anni di Gedun Koki Nyima, che 25 anni fa, a soli 6 anni di vita, è stato rapito dal regime cinese e da allora non si hanno più sue notizie. Era stato indicato come Panchen Lama, come sapete la seconda autorità religiosa del popolo tibetano in esilio. Una vicenda gravissima, una ferita che ancora sanguina, una violazione di ogni diritto civile, democratico e soprattutto della libertà religiosa, che per noi è fondamentale e che il regime cinese ancora una volta ha violato insieme ai fondamentali diritti umani, civili e democratici del popolo tibetano. Per questo, insieme a nome dell'intergruppo parlamentare italiano, che raccoglie numerosi deputati e senatori di tutte le forze politiche, ci tengo a precisarlo, rivolgiamo anche noi un appello alle Nazioni Unite, agli organismi internazionali e alla Cina, perché colga l'occasione anche di questa fase dolorosa che tutto il mondo sta attraversando per fare un grande gesto di apertura, un grande gesto di trasparenza che tutto il mondo democratico apprezzerebbe. Liberiamo il Panchen Lama e restituiamolo al suo popolo.
I am Matteo Bianchi and a member of the Italian Parliament and a member of the Italy-Tibet Interparliamentary Group. 25 years ago, a child named Gedun Koki Nyima was recognized by the Dalai Lama as the 11th reincarnation of the previous Panchen Lama, who died in mysterious circumstances in January 1989. At the same time as the news was spread by media, the Chinese authorities made the 6-year-old boy disappear, along with his entire family. Another boy, son of two officials of the Chinese Communist Party, was installed in this place. Since then, there has been no news on the health and the conditions of Panchen Lama and where he is. Amnesty International itself decreed that little Panchen Lama, 6 years old at the time, was the youngest political prisoner in the world. Despite international pressure and petitions, the Chinese authorities have always refused to give any information stating that the young Koki Nyima is well and does not want to be disturbed. The Panchen Lama affair is a perfect example of what China means by religious freedom, a theoretical freedom actually controlled in all aspects by the party, a party that defines itself as a communist and that deals with the recognition of the bishops and lamas of the Tibet. I join all the appeals that are currently reaching the United Nations because finally, after 25 years, China demonstrates an act of transparency and honesty by freeing the Panchen Lama from his hidden prison. I believe that the whole international community and the civil society would appreciate the gesture, especially in this moment when the credibility of the China is seriously questioned.